Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Kami ang Kagala Team. For this video po, ang gagawin naman po natin sa video to ay hindi po tayo kung ano-ano yung gagawin natin. Ngayon ang team namin ay ipapakita sa inyo kung ano ang meron sa Region 7, which is ang Central Visayas. Ang Central Visayas ay nagko-consist ng 4 provinces, which is ang Negros Oriental, Bohol, Cebu at Siquijor. Ipapakita namin dito sa video na to kung ano ang meron sa Negros Oriental, sa Cebu, sa Bohol at sa Siquijor, kagaya na lang ng mga tourist attractions at ng festival. At ang team namin ay walang iba kundi
Ako si Manilyn, ako ang interviewer.
Ako si Mr. Risa Macdal, ang interviewer.
Ako si Arvin Mandal, ang chef sa Bohol.
Ako si Christine Joyce H. Salamat, ang chef sa Negros Oriental.
Ako si John Robert Timanari, ang chef sa Siquijor.
At ako naman si Miss Jeneline Cebu, ang chef ng Cebu.
Hi guys! Welcome to Negros Oriental. Dito po natin makikita ang about sa Negros Oriental at mga tourist dito sa Negros Oriental at festival dito sa ating Negros Oriental. Negros Oriental, capital city of Dumaguete. Negros Oriental is a province in the Philippines located in the Central Visayas region. It's a capital in the city of Dumaguete. Negros Oriental enjoys some of the island best naturally scenery and places of adventure with plenty of the waterfalls and volcanic lakes. Negros was originally called Buklas, an old Kiligay known called through the mean cut-off, at is believed that the island was separated from the larger landmass by rising waters during the last ice age. The population 1,358,480,000. Negros Island, the fourth largest island in the Philippines, and believed to have once been part of the island of Mindanao, but was cut over either by continental drift of the rising waters at the end of the Ice Age. Dadako naman tayo sa tourist attraction of Negros Oriental. Andito ang Pulang Bato Falls. Pulang Bato Falls, known for its enchanting sight and refreshing waters, the pulsing bato falls in the Valencia intended a mass of sea attraction located at the Sierra Red River Valley. The Pulang Bato is just a few minutes away from the town of proper of Valencia. In the dialect, Pula means red, while Bato means rock, hence the name Pulang Bato, red rock. Through its name, Pulang Bato is indeed a red princess, as the cool water flowed through the naturally reddish rocks of the red rock valley through the falls and river. Natako naman tayo sa Casaroro Falls. One of the Valencia tourists, Casaroro Falls has attracted all kinds of tourists and guests. Despite steep trails, still many people there to go to be able to witness for themselves the genuine Casaroro. Ako naman tayo sa pangatlong tourist attraction ng caves in Mabinay. The municipality of Mabinay in the mountainous heart of Negros Island is widely known as the Cave Town. 7 of these caves can be visited and explored, where someone needs swim through all the underground river, crawl through narrow openings, or even rappelling down the entry to get into the cave. Kung naman tayo sa pang-apat na tourist attraction, Sudlun Falls. Sudlun Waterfalls, number 1 located at the northeastern portion of the Mount Canlaon at the Sincho Cabok, Barangay Maliba, approximately 6 km from the city of proper. Ako naman tayo sa panglimang tourist attraction, Banawe Rice Terraces. The Banawe Rice Terraces are the national cultural treasure of the Philippines and are considered to be the 8th natural wonder of the world by many Filipinos. The terraces are carved of Ifugao and were most likely done by hand. There have been the rice terraces in the mountains region of Ifugao and the northern Luzon Island for over 2,000 years. The terraces were first constructed as a practical solution to the problem of the growing rice on the land that falls when the front of view at the vertigo-inducing angels. Dadako naman tayo sa festival ng Negros Oriental, Sandurot Festival. The city comes alive every September by celebrating its Sandurot Festival, which means fellowship and reaching out. is a commemoration of Dumaguete's rich history dating back from the pre-Hispanic period when people of the different foreign cultures converged and created the varied community that is a Dumaguete City today. Tadako naman tayo sa susunod na festival, Puglasang Festival. Puglasang Festival, also known as the Festival of Festival, is the one of the most weighted festival in the Negros Oriental. It's a celebratory in Dumaguete City, the capital of the province, the middle of October since majority of activities are held in the provincial capital and Ninoy Aquinos. Freedom Park with the booths and local products either on display or for sale. It is also spread to the venues such as Sindalacan Negros Village at the Barangay Piapi and City Rizal Boulevard showdowns and street dancing activities happen every third Friday of the month of October. Tapos matungayan ang tourist attraction at festival ng Negros Oriental. Dumako naman tayo sa produkto ng Negros Oriental. Pinapakilala ko nga pala si Chef Joyce.
Maraming salamat, Miss Risa Mactal.
Chef Joyce, ano-ano po mga products sa Negros Oriental?
This is our first product here in Negros Oriental. The first is Silvana, frozen cashew meringue cookie. It is truer and best eaten when it's chilled. It is closer to ice cream sandwich. It is a Filipino frozen cookies consisting of layers of buttercream sandwich between 2 cashews and meringue. Water is coated with cookie and crumbs. Once you take a bite, you won't stop. Silvana's are a cookie version of San Rival. A San Rival is a Filipino cookie made of similar ingredients. The procedures are arrange the assembled Silvanas on a parchment-lined baking sheet cover and freeze for about 1 to 2 hours until it firm to in flavor and texture and an airtight container and keep frozen until ready to serve. Our next product is Sans Rival, a multi-layered cashew meringue cake. This pastry is basically made from meringue sandwich with cream and butter showered with cashew nuts, sliced 18 to loaves of bread. This light dessert is perfect with coffee to satisfy your buttery cravings. Sans Rival can be made in many different ways. It is like Silvanas. I took a slice at the first bite. The cream seeps into my taste bud, and as it's layered chilled, I finish a slice in a minute. For our last product is Budbod, a glutinous found millet rice cake. This is a rolled millet rice cake. Millet is a kind of round grain and it is made into sticky cakes and common staple food for breakfast here in Negros. The rice cakes are more expensive than common glutinous rice varieties, but texture is different. The taste varieties is not too sweet, perfect with a slice of ripe mangoes and chocolate drink for a fulfilling breakfast.
Ang next destination naman natin ay ang Cebu. Ang Cebu ay kilala sa mga magagandang tanawin na tumaakit sa mga turista. Bawat taon, sa maraming kadahilanan, ngunit ang pangunahing nakakatrak sa mga dayuhan ay ang malinis at maliwalas na mga beach na meron sila. Bantog din dito ang sa mga kakaibang buhay pandagat at pang-underwater views at ang mga kakit-akit ng mga pond. Naman tayo sa tourist attraction ng Cebu, ang Magellan Cross. Naitayo ang Magellan Cross noong 1521. Kaya nagtiring sa Magellan ng cross upang ipahiwatig ang mahalagang pangyayari tungkol sa paglaganap ng pananampalatayang Romano ng Katoliko. Sa gitna ng Pilipinas, ang orihinal na krus ay pinalagay na nakapaloob sa isang kahoy na krus sa proteksyon habang ang mga tao ay nagsisimulang hatiin ito sa paniniwalang na mayroong itong mga milagrosong kapangyarihan sa pagpapagaling. Ito ang nag-uudyok sa mga opisyal na gobyerno na ibalot ito sa mga opisyal na gobyerno sa kahoy na tindalo at isecure ito sa loob ng isang maliit na kapilya na tinatawag na kiosk. Ang pangalawa naman ay ang Taoist Temple. Pinalimutan ito ng mga estatwang, mga dragon at komplikadong magandang agrikultura. Ang Cebu Taoist Temple ay isang pamasyalan sa Cebu. At sa lungsod ng Cebu, nakatayo ito sa tuktok ng isang burol. Ang templong ito ay itinayo noong 1972 sa paminang Chino sa Cebu. Ang pangatlo naman ay Casa Gorordo. Ang Casa Gorordo ay dating tahanan ng unang Pilipinong obispo ng Cebu. Ngayon ay naibalik at pagmamay-ari na ni Ramon Aboitiz Foundation Incorporated. Ang museo na ito ay nagsisilbing isang pagpapakita ng isang tipikal na tahanan ng mga Pilipino noong ika-19 na siglo. Ang pang-apat naman ay ang 10,000 Roses. Dahil sa mga kahangahangang beach at kamanghamanghang mga talon, magandang bundok at magandang isla, nakilala ang Cebu ng buong mundo. Bukod sa mga ito, isang bagong kakit-akit ang nagsisimunang umakyat sa Katanyagan. Ito ang 10,000 Roses Cafe na matatagpuan sa Dayas, Cordoba, Lapu-Lapu City. Mula sa dahang-dahang pagbukas ng cafe na ito, maraming tao ang dumami sa lugar upang makuha ang perpekto at pinaka-romantikong larawan. Ang panglimang tourist attraction ng Cebu ay Temple of Leia. Tinatawag bilang Taj Mahal ng Cebu ang Temple of Leia. Ay nakaakit ng mga dayuhan at lokal na turista para sa mga Romanong inspirasyong agrikultura na ito. Hindi ito isang museo, ngunit nagsisilbing tahanan ng mga kayamanan ng alaala ng yumaong Leia Adarna, ang lola ng Pilipinong aktres na si Ellen Adarna. Ang sumunod naman ay ang festival na madalas ginaganap sa Cebu. Ang una ay ang Sinulog Festival. Ang Sinulog Festival ay ginaganap sa pagdiriwang ng isang pinakatanyag na makaysaysayan na estatwa ni Santo Niño. Ang Santo Niño ito ay estatwa na batang si Jesus na inaabot sa Raha, Humabon ng Cebu. Ng explorer ng Portugal na si Ferdinand Magellan noong 1521 ay ang isa sa pinakamahalagang kaganapan sa kasaysayan ng relihiyon ng Pilipinas. Dahil sa binigyan nito ng daan ang pagsilang sa Kristyanismo sa bansa. Ginaganap ito tuwing 3rd Sunday of January. Para malaman natin kung ano mga iba't ibang produkto ng Cebu, pinapakilala ko sa inyo ang isa sa mga chef ng Cebu, si Miss Jenny.
Thank you, Miss Marilyn Solina.
Anong mga produkto dito ang mga dinadayo ng mga turista?
Siyempre, ang kauna-unahang dinadayo ko ng mga turista dito na mga produkto ng Cebu ay ang kauna-unahan po ay ang lechon de Cebu. Ang lechon de Cebu po ay isa sa mga best roasted pork in the Philippines. Isa siya sa mga dinadayo ng mga turista dahil sa red skin and tender juicy flavors niya na lasa and yung pagka-crunchy niya. Kumbaga, unique siya at kumbaga ang Cebu ay maganda magawa ng mga lechons, and this dish is quite the local trademark for Cebuanos. And you can buy a whole pig and pwede ka naman din bumili ng mga chop na, and depende sa pieces na gusto mo. And ang presyo ng buong lechon ay depende sa size nito. Merong 3,000 and merong 6,000 to 500. depending on the size. At syempre, paano po namin ito ginagawa? At syempre, ang mga ingredients po na ginagamit po din namin dito ay ang mga, syempre, nandito na ang whole native pig, yung baboy, salt and black pepper, at ang ating toyo, Sprite, and lemongrass, which is yung tanglad, and star anise, and laurel. Andito din ang garlic, green onion leaf, and half Habsabana bananas. At ang pangalawa naman pong best product po dito sa Cebu ay ang puchero. Coming from the Spanish word which means stew pot. Ang stew pot po, syempre ito po yung mainit na sabaw na lagi po nating inhigop. Puchero is another dish that you should watch out for in Cebu. Isa siya sa mga dinadayo, especially lalo na pag mga rainy seasons. Kasi wala nang mas sasarap pa or mas gaganda pa to indulge in a hot bowl of beef soup during the cold weather nga. Some other Filipinos might know of this dish by its other name of bulalo. Kilala siya sa ibang pangalan na bulalo, and na ngayon at dahil sa pagiging creative ng mga Cebuanos, gumawa ang mga Cebuano ng sarili nilang incorporating their own local flavor, which is ang puchero. Siyempre, ang mga ingredients mo na ginagamit namin dito sa puchero ay ang beef chunk, ang tubig nor beef cube, onions, black peppercorns, potatoes, finger chili, penchay, sweet corn cob, and sliced bell peppers. At ang pangatlo naman pong produkto na meron dito sa Cebu na talagang dinadayo din ng mga turista dahil sa kakaibang lutuin na ginagawa ng ating mga Cebuanos. Ang produktong to ay ang sutukil. Ang sutukil ay su means sugba, and tu is tula or tuwa, and kil is means kilawin. At sa local wordplay sugba is means grill, kumbaga iniihaw siya, tula, yung may sabaw na sinigang, and kilawin yung niluluto naman siya or binababad siya sa vinegar. Basically, these three are the most popular ways to cook the seafood. Yun yung mga ways na paraan paano lutuin ang sutukil. Ang kauna-unahan dito ay yung sugba, means to grill the fish, yung inihawang isda, seafood, or meat. We usually use charcoal to grill meat or fish. My favorite for sugba would be molmol farog fish, ang duhaw, which is island mackerel, tulingan, which is bonito, kitong, which is rabbit fish, and katambak, which is sea bream and tuna. Pangalawa naman pong lutuin ay ang tuwa or tula. Ginagawa namin itong by means of cooking sinigang. I think the first time I had sinigang was in Manila when I was 10 years old. Our fish soup here is normally tinua, which is salty rather than sour. It was simple ingredients. All you need is some fresh fish, shrimp, seashells, water, salt, tomatoes, and some other available greens. It is typically clear at sipped from the bowl or pour on my rice. Ang pangatlong lutuin naman po ay ang kilaw, which is kilala bilang ginagawang kinilaw. Kinilaw siya in Luzon. It is similar in other parts of the world. All you need is fresh fish like tangige, ginawang bagso or tuna, vinegar, onions, calamansi, sili, and sometimes coconut milk. Ganun siya ginagawa kung kinilaw. Lalagyan lang siya ng mga ingredients at depende sa kung anong luto. If you have a sugba, tuwa, kilaw dish in one meal, we call it sutukil. Ganun po niluluto ang sutukil. Depende kung paihaw, sinigang, or pakinilaw. At meron din po dito sa Cebu yung tinatawag na delicacy. Kumbaga delicacy siya ng Cebu. Isa na po dito ang dried mangoes. Itong dried mangoes na to ay dinadried cut under the sun. Kumbaga dinadried siya through sa init ng araw. At maliliit lang to at ang texture nito is chewy, sweet taste, make dried mango so addictive. So pag tinikman mo siya talagang magkikrave ka pa at hindi mo makakalimutan yung lasa nito dahil sobrang sarap nito at made from the best Cebu ground mangoes. Kumbaga galing talaga siya sa Cebu na yung Cebu na mango na yun is Cebu product, and dried mangoes ay popular sa snacks at dessert. Kumbaga pwede mo siyang kainin pa habang nagta-travel ka or while watching TV or kahit ano lang ginagawa mo. Ang dried mangoes ay healthy kasi fat-free siya at alternative at sugary snacks. Non-acidic says din ito, this dried fruit product is rich in vitamins and made from the best hand-picked mangoes of Cebu. Each bite is guaranteed to be tasty, chewy, and full of flavor. These fruit snacks are perfectly for every occasion kasi you can serve it as appetizer, dessert, or you can bring them everywhere while playing games, while watching TV. Pwede din pag nasa work, kahit saan pwede mo siya kainin. Pwede mabili sa iba't ibang supermarket, sa mga souvenir shop, at dahil masyadong kilala itong dried mangoes na bibili ito sa mga iba't ibang supermarkets na lang at local markets dito sa Pilipinas. Ang pangalawa naman pong delicacies na isang sa pinagmamalaki din po ng Cebu, which is originated talaga siya dito sa Cebu, ay ang otap, oval-shaped pastry cookie from the Philippines. Originated nga po siya dito, which is here. It consists in combination ng flour, shortening ng coconut, and ng asukal. Ito ay matamis at manipis. These treats are usually small in size, generously sprinkled with sugar, and have an incredible crispy and crumbly texture. It's believed na galing at gawa talaga ito ng mga Cebu at ito ay isa sa presentasyon ng aming region. At syempre available ito sa mga supermarket, local markets, at marami nag-enjoy dito lalo na pag afternoon snacks. At ang otap ay nag-undergo sa 2-stage process ng baking. Ang unang stage ay niluluto muna ang dough and then tsaka lalagyan ng asukal. Ang pangalawa namang process ng pagbe-bake ay bake ulit ang dough pero mas pinaiklinan nito ang oras para sa pagbe-bake para makuha ang tamang hugis ng ating otap, which is ang oval shape. Maraming otap maker dito sa Cebu pero mas famous dito ay ang Shamrock, La Fortuna at ang Masterline. Lahat sila may special bake shop dito sa Cebu at nagtitinda din sila ng iba't ibang snacks.
Ang next destination po natin is Bohol. Bohol is a province of the Philippines in the country of Central Visayas region. Bohol is known for the coral reefs and unusual geological formations, notably the Chocolate Hills on the main island near the town of Carmen. This the 1,200 or so symmetrical mounds turn cocoa brown in the dry season, contrasting brown in the dry season, contrasting with the surrounding jungle's greenery. Ano naman tayo sa tourist attraction ng Bohol? The first tourist, Chocolate Hills. The island province of Bohol in the Philippines may be smaller than its Visayan neighbors, Cebu and Negros, but it does fall short of the standing sight and activities such as its famous Chocolate Hills. Chocolate Hills tours will not treat you to the breathtaking view of the 1,000 beautiful cone-shaped hills. This is the tourist spot that put Bohol on the map and has followed many years. Chocolate Hills is one of the Philippines' most popular tourist attraction and is the top destination for Bohol tours. The next destination, Tarsier Sanctuary. The Tarsier Sanctuary is a large forest dedicated to the protection of tarsiers, small nocturnal primates with the big round eyes that feast on insects. They usually cling to low branches or the trunks of the slim trees. The development of the sanctuaries, many tarsiers were kept as pets by private individuals in the environments that contribute to their lifestyle and survival. Next destination, hiking Bohol, Alicia Panoramic Park and Binabahe Hills. Located town of the Alicia Binabahe Hills, also known as Alicia Panoramic Park, offers a beautiful sight to behold. Located an hour from the town of the Anda, hikers must get a guide from the municipal hall who will drive them to the Proby Hills of Binabahe. Next destination, Virgin Island. Virgin Island, Pungtud Island, lies in the middle of the relatively shallow area between Balikasag and Panglao Island. It's always a crown of favorite because of it's the C-shaped sandbar. It looks like a snake, my nephew exclaimed, referring to the shape of the island. Or the tadpole, shouted my niece, it looks like so many things. A comma, a vent spoon, a hair polycyle, a sperm cell, maybe. Naman tayo sa festival in Bohol, the Sandugo Festival. The Sandugo Festival is an annual historical celebration that takes place every year in Tagbilaran City, on the island of Bohol in the Philippines. The Sandugo Festival is held every July. The Tagbilaran City Cardinal on the July 1 kicks off the month of longest festival with the Holy Mass, Diana Motorcade and program sponsored by the city government of the Tagbilaran. The major activities during the month is the Miss Bohol beauty pageant and the Sandugo street dancing competition, which is usually held on the third or fourth Sunday of July and organized by the Bohol Sandugo Foundation. Next festival, Saulog Festival. The Saulog Festival in the Tagbilaran City, Bohol is an annual cultural affair honoring Saint Joseph the Worker. This Thanksgiving festival got its inspiration from the local word Saulog, which means to celebrate or commemorate. Now it's the 7 year, it was the bigger and the brighter than ever. Sandugo Festival, the Saulog Festival is the one of festivity that Boholanos look forward to every year. It does not only aim to merit the city most beloved patron but also the show to the world that Tagbilaran City is a fast-growing, developing, and processing, deserving a place on the global tourism map.
Tapos matunghayan ng tourist attraction at festival ng Bohol. Dadako naman tayo sa produkto ng Bohol. Pinapakilala ko nga pala si Chef Arvin.
Thank you, Miss Risa.
Chef Arvin, ano-ano ang mga produkto sa Bohol?
Ang pinakunang produkto ay peanut cheeses. Shaped like balls, iconic chocolate hills. Isa ito sa most popular delicacy ng Bohol. It promises nutty goodness in every bite. Ito ay gawa from peanuts at egg whites, baked to crunchy perfection. Meron ito sa mga department stores at souvenir shops around dito sa Bohol. Sa totoo lang, sa sobrang popular nito, peanut cheeses ay available din sa Cebu at sa mga souvenir shop in other tourist destinations sa ating country. Ito ng mga bata at matatanda. Isa ito sa pinaka-the best na pasalubong para sa ating pamilya or loved ones. Isa ito sa hinahanap-hanap ng mga turista. Ito ay crispy at talagang masarap. It was 4 decades ago, probably during the World War II. Carolina Alvarez Butalid conceptualized peanut cheeses as she experimented peanuts with egg whites when her family decided to maximize potential income of their 2-hectare peanut plantation at Buenavista, Bohol. Their company now is known as the Bucharest Food Processing Corporation. Cheeses can be bought in every department and grocery stores of Tagbilaran City, souvenir shops, and even in street stalls, especially near the air and seaports. You can buy or in big quantities. Currently, these bags, there is no better way to experience Bohol than to actually taste these miniature chocolate hills like cookies in small packs that it doesn't consume much space of travel bags. No wonder it has become the most loved pasalubong among tourists and visitors. Is stored in half coconut shells. Calamay is made from glutinous rice, brown sugar, and coconut milk. There is also another variation of calamay which has peanuts. Sweet and stick snack is another must-try Boholano delicacy, one of the most popular Bohol pasalubongs. Calamay can be eaten on its own as a topping for kakanin snacks or as a sweet spread for bread and pastries. Another delicacy in Bohol is the brawas, most commonly known as lady fingers. Brawas are sweet treats that originate from the town of Baclayon, the pastry capital of Bohol. This baked snacks uses all natural ingredients such as flour, eggs, and sugar, and is free from trans fat and other preservatives. Lady fingers makes popular in Bohol because it's melt in your mouth. It is best paired with a hot cup of coffee or cocoa. Another delicacy in Bohol is the tableya. Tableya are dishes shaped out of pure roasted ground cocoa beans. Tableya makes Bohol so special because they much sweeter compared to other variations from other places in the Philippines that are more bitter. This is why many people stock up on Bohol Tablea when they visit the island. Tablea can be used in making a creamy cup of cocoa by simply dissolving the tablets in hot water. It is also used in making one of the Filipinos' favorite snacks, champorado or chocolate rice porridge.
Ang second destination naman po natin ay ang Siquijor. Ang Siquijor ay kilala sa buong bansa para sa natatanging sining sa pagpapagaling ang mga daang-daang tradisyon ng mga pagsasagwatan ng mga lokal na gayuma ay ginagamit bilang alternatibong gamot taon-taon. Ang mga tradisyonal na manggagamot ay nagtitipon-tipon sa isla upang mabago ang kanilang koneksyon sa kalikasan at magkasama ang isang sariwang magluto ng lokal na gayuma. Punta naman tayo sa tourist attraction ng Siquijor. Ang una ay ang Old Balite. Matatagpuan sa barangay Kampalasan sa Lasi at ito ay 400 taong gulang na Balite. Ito ay tinuturing na pinakamalaki sa lalawigan ng Siquijor. Ito din ang pinaniniwalaang na napaka-misteryo dahil sa isang natural na tubig na dumadaloy mismo sa ilalim ng baliting ito. At sinasabi rin sa mga sinauna ay nag-aalay din sila ng mga pagkain at mga dasal para pangalagaan ng kanilang mga sarili at ang kanilang pamilya. Ang sumunod naman ay ang Cambugahay Falls ay isa sa mga atraksyon ng turista sa Siquijor. Ito ay isa sa maraming magandang talon sa Pilipinas. Kung kaya, maraming turista ang napapamangha dahil sa angking kalinisan sa kapaligiran, kahit na ang mga lokal sa loob ng isla ay nasisiyan sa pag-ubos ng kanilang oras sa misteryosong talon na ito kasama ang kanilang pamilya. Ang sumunod naman ay ang Apo Island. Ang Apo Island ay isang bulkan na sumasaklaw sa 74 hectares sa lupain. 7 kilometro mula sa timog silangan sa dulo ng pulo ng Negros at 30 sa timog ng kabisera ng Negros Oriental ng Dumaguete sa Pilipinas. Ang pangalang Apo ay nangangahulugang matanda o respetadong ninuno sa mga wikang Bisaya. At pumunta naman tayo sa kanilang festival. Ang kanilang festival ay ang Dilaag Festival. Pinagdiriwang taon-taon na may iba't ibang mga uri ng mga aktibidad at palabas bilang parangal kay St. Francis ng Assisi. Ang patron ay bayan ay isang tanyag na mapagmahal sa kalikasan. Ito ay isang pagdiriwang ng pasasalamat ng likas na yaman sa Siquijor at ipinagdiriwang ito tuwing unang araw ng Oktubre. At para naman malaman natin ang iba't ibang produkto sa Siquijor, ipapakilala ko sa inyo isa sa mga chef ng Siquijor, Chef Robert.
Thank you, Miss Madeline Sulina. This is the first delicacy of Siquijor. Peanut caramelized chopped peanut balls. This small province is also known for locally formed products such as peanut. It is very popular treat not only for kids but as well as those with sweet tooth made with peanuts and caramelized sugar. This pack of sweet nutty balls is a great snack. The well known as peanut ball here in Siquijor. Peanut balls are processed like peanut brittle. We had to work fast to work it around before it gets hard. Torta baked egg cupcakes. This is the top 1 pasalubong in Siquijor. Torta is a popular traditional Filipino muffin like coffee cake. It is made with egg and mixed flour. It is a spongy, sweet, and oily mamon that uses tuba as living agent. It can be eaten as breakfast, as snacks or as desserts. This small but filling little cake is good enough to make you full and energized for a quick breakfast. I survived breakfast, lunch with this take-home treats, and as Lowell says, it tastes improve over time. Panbisaya oven baked stuffed bread. It is owned and operated by Lilibet Bernice Alsen, a sweet woman clad in apron who was supervising the oven where we entered the simple hut where the bakery is set on. The famous bakery in the province is not located within the town centers, where there are glass displays of baked breads, but in a hut of charcoal ovens and long tables, they produce simple but cheese-filled, meat-filled, and roll breads, and it is best paired with hot chocolate sealed in a big mixing bowl. Butter, oil, egg, yeast, and vanilla were mixed together. Using separate bowl, flour, salt, canned sugar, baking powder, and baking soda are combined and transferred to the bowl of a liquid components.
Guys, inyong natunghayan kung ano ang meron sa Region 7 at kung ano mga tourist attraction at festival na meron dito. At sana naiintindihan nyo ang aming presentations, and yun lang, please do like, share, and subscribe. Bye!